Y'all, we are really living in Trump's America. Hello, amigas, cheetahs. Quick question. How the fuck is Kenzie still in my villa? How the fuck? Let me not skip the entire episode. Let's backtrack a little. So first of all, Kenzie spent the whole first half of this episode being pissed off because Melanie voted for her and Dylan to go home because she believed that Kenzie was not done exploring, which I also believe. What was really frying me is that like she doesn't have this energy for TT, who also voted her and Dylan as the least compatible. And I just feel like with the whole situation that was going on with Parmita and Parmita feeling like she voted for her for the sake of being petty, you would think that Kenzie would be a little bit more understanding that sometimes people just have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? You think that your opinion of Parmita and Corbin was valid. And even in that chat that she had with Parmita and TT, she didn't take back what she said. Like, she stood by what she said. She just said, I'm sorry that it made you feel that way. I understand why you feel like I'm trying to be petty. But, like, I promise you I'm not trying to be petty. I want to be friends. She never took back what she said, though. And so, like, I feel like if you feel like you were valid in saying that about Parmita and Corbin, I don't understand why you can't wrap your mind around the fact that that's just Melanie's opinion. And then she got clocked by Melanie because she talking to Melanie. Ooh, y'all, don't mind what's going on in my nose, okay? Please, I'm being plagued by my hormones. Anyways, let me put these fucking glasses back on. Gotta conceal that issue a little bit. Anyways, yeah, she's talking to Melanie, and she's talking about, oh, like, it hurt because I feel like you're my best friend in here. And Melanie was like, yeah, you feel like I'm your best friend, but I don't feel like you're my best friend, bitch. And then she brought up the soul receipts. I know that's motherfucking right. Because yes, bitch, you were being weird. You were being very weird. Mind you, Melanie don't even know about the part where Kenzie was talking to Jen, telling Jen, oh, he doesn't want to kiss me because he wants to be considerate of her feelings. You want to be considerate of her feelings? You're considerate of her? You're trying to protect her? Yeah, Melanie don't even know that tea. She was pissed the fuck off that Corbin was being the tiniest bit considerate of her feelings. And this is your best friend? You gonna turn around and call me your best friend? Oh, bitch. See, Melanie don't even know that tea. She just clocking the tea about Soul because, yes, you was all buddy bestie with Soul all up in Soul face during that whole situation, and you was supposed to be my friend. I'm confused. And then she gonna say, oh, because I felt like Soul was really going through it and I really just wanted to be there. Wrong answer, forehead. You want to be there for no fucking Soul. You didn't genuinely want to be Soul's friend. That's why when the minute Soul got up, you started telling your real friend Jen all the tea. You wasn't really fucking with Soul for real. You did that shit to spite Melanie. You know it, I know it. So stop lying in my fucking face. You needed people to talk to about you sneaking around with Corbin, even though Corbin was supposed to be getting to know Melanie and kind of locking in on his connection with Melanie. And Soul was one of the few people who you could talk shit to. So yeah, babe, you could tell that shit to somebody who's buying it. And then somehow, some way, Melanie ends up drying her tears. In the conversation about Kenzie being a bad friend to her, Melanie ends up wiping her tears. Okay, I'm sorry, any bitch that can lash out at me and feel a way towards me over a man, mind you, like, she and Corbin were put together damn near by force. You know what I mean? And she was acting that nasty over a man. Like, are you calling me your best friend? Oh, don't piss me off. Somebody else is pissing me off. Sincere. Why haven't we cut Sincere's mic? Like, no shade. Actually, no, all shade. Like, why the fuck am I still listening to this man talking? This whole episode, he's like having an epiphany about what it means to be a half-decent human being. He's like, maybe instead of lying to people, I should just tell people the truth. And then less people will get hurt. Yeah. The fuck? Our relationship's not toxic. I just maybe did some toxic things, but I'm growing and learning every day. And I'm learning that it's okay to be honest. Yo, this man is acting like he's discovering a new law of physics. And whole time it's just being a half-decent human being. I cannot sit here and watch this shit. I really can't. Cut his mic, bro. Cut his mic. Like, if you insist on having him in the show, the least you could do for me is cut his mic. I'm begging you. Anyways, let's get into the karaoke and how I know that there is a scheme set up by Todd going on in this bitch. I'm just going to go couple by couple and I'm going to rate their performance. First of all, Parmita and Corbin. No shade. Parmita. Gorgeous gowns. Corbin started out strong. He did. He came out with the energy. He was hitting the lyrics, but then somewhere the reading and the singing, he started to short circuit a little bit there. Then I fear Corbin got too carried away. Like, he was pushing Parmita off the stage. like is this part of the choreo? 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. It's gonna get a 4 out of 10 from me. Then we had TT and KC. Now, like I said, KC will never get a 10 out of me. period. But the performance was cute. TT did carry. Casey was very much so just screaming into the microphone. The choreo was also cute, and so for that I gave them a 7.5. Zach and Kata were cute. Like I like the little slow romantic vibe, and you could tell that dancing is not their strong suit, so they lean into the vocals. However, you can't really lean into the vocals when only one of you can sing. Kata, babe. Kata, my love. If you know, you know. Like the girls who got like a natural raspy speaking voice, it's either they can sing their ass off, or they should never be anywhere near a mic. And unfortunately, Kata is the latter. Yeah. With love, though, I still gave y'all, I gave y'all a little 8. I gave y'all 8. Then Melanie and Sincere, like, their shit was cute. The choreo was cute. They're both terribly tone deaf, though. Can't sing worth a damn. But they were like tone deaf in sync. Like, so it wasn't bad, you know? See, I gave them a little 7. Then we got Anaya and Carl. I wasn't too fucking with the song choice. I'm not a big fan of Camila Cajejo. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know, I just couldn't really get into it the way I wanted to get into it. I'm gonna be real. I still love them down. But I'm gonna love them down and give them a 6.5. Then we got Trinity and Bryce. First of all, her picking No Air. She's black as fuck. That was a black as fuck song choice. I know Trinity chose that song. Now, with that being said, Bryce, I'm not gonna lie, I did have to deduct some points because I felt like you was kind of stereotyping there for a little bit there, Bryce. First of all, why was your hat on backwards, Bryce? I've never seen you. I don't think I've ever seen you in the house with a backwards hat on. And why were you breakdancing? Breakdancing to No Air by Jordan Sparks. Got me out here in the water so deep. There's nothing in the song that actually requires breakdancing, Bryce. So yeah, who told you that that's how black people dance to No Air? Who told you black people dance to No Air, period? I don't know, Bryce. I don't know. I had to deduct some points for that. I did. And then, of course, I had to take off the Chris Brown tax because, duh. So I gave them a little 7. I gave them a 7. And then Kenzie and Dylan, of course, they 8. Like, I'm a hater, like I said, but I'm a hater with ethics. Like, I'm not a liar. Like, not like Sincere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they 8 down, yeah. But then they get into the public vote. And once again, America put Kenzie in the fucking bottom. And can you imagine she's safe again? Shit, I was shocked that Melanie and Sincere and TT and Casey were safe. I said, what the fuck? What's really going on with the votes? Like, I feel like at this point, I'm convinced that Trinity and Bryce and Anaya and Carl got like 70% of all the votes. And then the Lulu writers for Melanie and Sincere, they just barely made cuts over Zach and Kata. I feel like that's exactly what happened. Like, I knew that Casey and TT had writers from all of the weirdos that have been jumping in on the KC discourse over the past couple of days. So, like, I knew that they had writers. I figured that can make a little bit more sense. But Melanie and Sincere, okay. But then Ariana Maddox says that because they won the karaoke challenge, Kenzie and Dylan were safe. And that's how I know. That's how I know it was a scam! First of all, Love Island, when have you ever done a karaoke challenge? You spent this whole season hosting freak-offs. This whole season. And now, all of a sudden, you host a karaoke challenge and the winner is safe from the public vote? Here's why I know it's a scam. First of all, what if one of the safe couples were the winners of the karaoke challenge? What would you have done then? Furthermore, I find it convenient that you host a karaoke challenge when you have a bitch who is a performer in the villa, right? None of these motherfuckers can sing. All she had to be able to do was hold a little note and bust her fucking moves, do the damn splits again, and she would have won the damn challenge. Y'all don't want Kenzie out of this house. That's what's happening. Because time and time again, the public is telling y'all, get her out the house. Get her out the villa, please. He put her in the bottom every single time. Every single time. And now she's safe because she won a fuck ass karaoke challenge. Don't nobody give a fuck about the damn karaoke. I'm irritated because, like, listen, Corbin and Parmita, I wanted them out my villa. I did, but not before all the others. Like, Casey's still here. Sincere's still here. Fucking Kenzie's still here. I've had beef with Kenzie from way back. Like, come on. Producers, y'all pissing me off. Like, y'all actually made it too glaringly obvious now that, like, Kenzie will be here by force. Y'all are not going to allow Kenzie to be removed from this house, and I'm pissed off. This is the fucking election all over again. No more. I can't do this shit no more. I'm irritated. At this point, fuck the public votes. We don't, because they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want anyways. Like, I'm tired of this show. I really am. Wrap the season up, bro.